Twitchers.
I'm gonna tell you how it's supposed to be.
You know you can go in this thing in real life and be up there and look out at the world. I did not know that. It was like a week old last week when I learned that. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the Chris and Mike Show. He's Mike, I'm Chris. A portion of the show is brought to you by Riverside FM, the one and only platform for podcasting, at least in our world it is. Hey, we're live on Twitch, like Mike said, and as well as YouTube and chrisandmikeshow.com. That's just chrisandmikeshow.com. You can join us live and you can see what we're doing. You, and along with 99 plus other countries and over 1 million views. And this is the Statue of Liberty. And we were talking that I just learned about a week ago that you can go to the Statue of Liberty. Like this is not up to model, okay? But you can go here, and there's a door. You go in the door, and somehow you can go all the way up to the very tippy top right here. And there's windows. Those are windows right there, and you can look out and see all the things in Ellis Island and everything surrounding.
Somehow I feel like the public education system failed you.
I've always been fascinated by the Statue of Liberty, so I don't know how I missed that.
I'm not sure that's where I learned that either. It could have been the History Channel, so
Yeah.
who knows? But
I'm not sure I missed that.
People do that.
Now, again, not to scale model, okay, but this is the Empire State Building. So a couple weeks ago, some people scaled to the top of this, and they had a flag hanging. And that's
Yes.
all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah, they stole that quote from Jimi Hendrix, who probably stole it from somebody else.
Are you experienced?
No, it says
Oh.
when the world. What's it say?
Stop
When-
spinning? The
No.
world, stop spinning. Stop the world, I want to get off?
When the world. I don't know, something about knows love. You have to look it up.
This
Jimi
is
Hendrix
Princess
was the
Leia.
first one I knew that saw that. Said
That's
that.
Princess Leia. Hello.
I'm familiar.
Hello, I'm Princess Leia. Little Man and Trip have been playing with the Star Wars toys that my drummer in my last band, Jesse Johnson, gave me years ago for Jake to play with. And they have since been consumed by Little Man and Trip. They are in this Star Wars thing where they come over and seriously bum 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 and Little Man's flying the TIE fighter around, and Trip's got this little shuttle with Chewbacca, and he calls Chewbacca his dad. Apparently Skylar's husband is very hairy, which I would not know, so he calls Chewbacca his dad, and they're crashing, and so we started watching in order, Little Man and I, because school started Wednesday. So it took us 2 days to watch The Phantom Menace because they love Darth Maul right now. And now we're into... He didn't want to watch the Clone Wars, which I wasn't upset about because I remember watching that with Jake and I thought it was stupid. So now we're on
That wasn't the best effort that they ever put
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
for sure. It's
Yeah,
all right.
so now we're on to 3, which is cool because Anakin's a grown-up. You ever see the movie Jumper?
Oh, yeah.
ADHD.
I love that movie.
So, see, I did too, but apparently that got just destroyed and catastrophically bad reviews, and that ended.
You know why?
Hindered his
Because
career.
you have to
Hell.
follow along, and you have to think while you're watching that movie. You have to use your brain.
Yeah.
It's not one of those where you can sit down, veg out, and you're not going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Those kind of
I can
movies
see
always
that.
get
I can
bad
see that.
reviews because people can't follow along. I'm
You have to
convinced.
think. It's okay to think, people. Have you ever heard of the streaming app Tubi? Tubi? Tubi?
I use it every night.
Okay, so heavy metal's on there. Remember heavy
Yeah.
metal from the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
That's on there.
I used to rent that all the time at Blockbuster.
So did I. I was like, holy shit, heavy metal's there, man.
Crank it
So-
up on my console
Right?
television that weighed like
Right?
400 pounds.
So I was watching that the other night because then I realized, oh shit, I found Tubi by accident because I had, how you get cravings for food, right? Like, oh, I really
for
want
sure.
a taco, right? Well, one night I was like, I really wish I could watch that episode of Miami Vice, those two-parters, the season ending and the season opener, where Don Johnson turns into a hitman for the cartel family. Remember that one?
Yeah, and you know what I love
Yes.
about those? It's great to think, man, people had to, and we were those people, had to wait a whole summer to watch those back to
Mm-hmm. Right.
back, right?
Right.
Didn't
Right.
come on till like the third week in February and it ended
No.
in May.
Yeah. Yeah. So I Googled that. Like what's the name of the episode where Don Johnson / Sonny Crockett is a hitman? And it tells me the episode season. It tells me the season and the episode. So I was like, okay, where do I find this? And it says Tubi. I'm like, what the fuck is Tubi? So lo and behold, I hit my input app on the smart television, and I had an app called Tubi. So if you can bear with 3 minutes of commercials at the beginning, 3 minutes of commercials half an hour through, you can watch all these old shows with 6 minutes of commercial interruption, which is perfect time to go to the bathroom and come back.
Yeah, really, they don't hold you up for commercials on Tubi. That's why I
No,
use that
no.
over Roku or there's a
Yeah.
couple other free ones that I've tried out. Freevee was another one. It might be called something else now, but man, there was
'Kay.
commercials all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been going
Yes,
through
I-
the old City Confidentials because I think Paul Winfield was one of the greatest narrators ever.
Oh, right on. Yeah,
So
I
they
went down
choose a city where something weird happened and,
Okay.
murder. Well, all of them are murders.
Oh, okay.
some sort.
And this is on Tubi?
Yeah.
And
You
it's
would
called
love
what?
it. It's,
It's called
City
what?
Confidential.
Okay.
It
Cool.
used to be
I-
on A&E about 2003, 4 somewhere.
Well, and the reason why I jumped on Tubi last night is because there's a thing on Apple. We were watching Apple right now because Silo's new, John Sugar's new, and Cape Fear's new. So the Cape Fear is, I think they're dragging it out. Like I love the Nick Nolte, Robert De Niro Cape Fear.
Oh,
The
for sure.
one in the 50s I watched, right? But it
It's all right.
right, it's all right. It's
I
cool.
think
And
you
I
had to
can't
be there.
find, right, I can't find the De Niro score, the De Niro Cape Fear to show Nikki, but once we got done with those 3 episodes yesterday, I had, I wanted something. I forget now what it is. But I went to Tubi looking for it. And then I realized, oh my gosh, Tubi has all these things. So I spent about a half an hour just going in and saving favorites on Tubi just to watch at later dates. But just 70s all the way to 2000s, horror shows, horror movies, comedies. Oh, that's what it was. There's this thing on Apple. It's kind of like the American Horror Story, but you can't get it on Apple, but it shows it on Apple. It's an AMC show that you can't even stream on AMC without getting
Because
this.
you got to have AMC
Shudder.
Plus.
No, you
Oh,
got to have
Shudder?
Shudder.
Oh, that might be free too.
I forget what this thing is, but it looks really, really good. AMC Shudder show that is creepy. Let's see if it pops up here, because it's kind of like American Horror Story.
Which I
The
love.
terror,
A
the
lot of it.
terror.
There
I
was a
did too.
couple-
Yeah, I like the
I don't
I
know
like
if
the
I wanna
earlier
say
ones.
Bum season or whatever, but for
Hmm.
overall, that was a great show.
The earlier ones for sure. The
Oh.
later ones kind of got stupid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There was one season towards the end that I liked, but you're right. For the most part, that stuff in the middle was kind of filler
Yeah.
for sure.
And that blonde kid who ended up going and playing Dahmer, the 3-part series Dahmer. What
Yeah.
a friggin' actor that dude is. That dude is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, and somebody asked him why he kind of stopped. He's like, because the roles he chose, they just ate away at his soul. So I got to
He
step
was
back for a
so
minute.
Good at those roles,
Right?
man.
He totally good at those roles. Damn it, Jim! I cannot find the name of this. It's going to drive me nuts. But
Is
it's
Shudder
it's
free?
kind of.
Did you figure that?
I
out?
don't know. I put an AMC Shutter show that is creepy, and it didn't show up at all. It gave me creep show. It's like the Lost Dragon or something weird where it's like it's 6 seasons and it's a different thing every season. It's a different theme. And I was like, this is just would be great to watch. And then I realized that Tubi has Faces of Death. Remember Faces of Death?
Oh, I rented that 100 times.
Yeah,
Not really. 100
I
times,
watched
probably twice.
I watched like the first 5 minutes of last time. I'm like, this is stupid. Why did I like this? Why did I like
Well,
this as a kid?
Turns out some of it was staged, which we didn't.
It's
know.
it's a mockumentary. Yeah.
And some of it was real though, like
Yeah.
when they beat the monkey to death or whatever. That was real.
And the politician, remember the politician? He was
Yes.
holding a press conference. He had a paper bag like this. The paper bag was over his hand, And he steps back from the mic. He's like, now wait, now just wait, now just wait, now just wait. Pulls out the gun and just the whole brain goes.
Isn't that what that Filter song is about? That
Yes.
scene?
Well, no, actually, Nice Shot. It's actually about Cobain, but I think that
I
conceptually,
thought
it's
it was
the same.
about the reporter. Google.
I always heard it. I always heard it was about Cobain.
Okay,
but
I heard
but
it,
what I
heard it was
what I-
about this. Either
well,
reporter
that wasn't a
or
reporter.
politician.
That was a politician, not a reporter.
Goo-
But what I
use
remember
the
about
Google
that.
machine on that.
Okay, but what I remember about that is when he hit the wall, the blood just kept flowing. That was a trip. It's like a faucet of blood turned on.
I want to say that's
Filter.
what that song's about.
Okay. Filter song.
But then my
Nice
brain did a 90
shot.
degree, and I want to
What
say it was about a reporter that committed suicide publicly.
Yeah, I think. I mean, unless I'm remembering it wrong, I thought it was a politician. Filter's 1999. I'm sorry. Filter's 1995 hit, "Hey Man, Nice Shot," is about the public suicide of Pennsylvania State Treasurer R. Bud Dwyer. Dwyer, who was convicted of bribery in 1986, fatally shot himself during a televised press conference in 1987. Filter frontman Richard Patrick has clarified that he wrote the song 91 years before it was released. So you're right. It was I was right,
You
but
just
you were right.
described, yeah, that scene.
Yeah.
That's what that song's about.
Right. So because I referenced the Cobain thing, the differences between the two suicide theories, Dwyer versus Cobain, that would, because if you like to dive deeper into it, it's songwriter, they correlated to that as well, because that's what I heard it was about originally until you just said that. So I wonder if they actually have that. Well, that's not them. That's Trent Reznor. Is that okay? But the Filter dude looks like Trent Reznor. That's a trip.
I couldn't tell you what the Filter dude looks like. I just
Okay,
love
well,
that song.
Hold on. Let me go back. Go back. Hold on. I'll share it. Stop. I said it's pause, man. Pause. Pause. In case you're wondering, boys and girls, we had a guest that was scheduled today, but he just vanished. He just disappeared into the matrix somewhere. We're not sure
These things happen.
what happened. And it's okay because, there's Mike and I. So, see the dude on your right, the long hair?
Okay.
Doesn't that look like Trent Reznor?
A little bit. He kind of looks like,
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Robert Smith from The Cure, too.
Robert Smith from The Cure. I'm leaning towards more Trent Reznor.
Trent Reznor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that, too.
Yeah, okay. Robert Smith, more of a goofy hair.
He looks pretty normal
Now,
now.
well,
was that
he
back
was a
then?
raging alcoholic too. He's got another song he wrote about that was about his alcoholism, alcohol abuse and stuff. Let's see.
Member of the city's music scene,
Okay.
playing in a new wave band called The Act. He would soon have a chance meeting with another local musician named Trent Reznor at a music store who was playing in a new wave pop act called Exotic Birds.
Imagine
Patrick's
that, they knew
band would
each
end
other.
up opening for Exotic Birds at a
Yep.
gig, and the two musicians struck up a friendship, going to concerts together, seeing groups like Skinny Puppy and Ministry. Patrick would recall that Reznor expressed his desire to start his own band
There you go.
and do his own music, telling Spin Magazine. Trent had a collection of songs he was fishing around. He was curious. He tried things.
I think that's
Nails.
too much.
He would reveal to Wiederhorn the importance of the song to appear on the soundtrack for the Billy Zane movie Tales from the Crypt Presents Demon Knight, which was set to come out in January of 95. Thing to do with Cobain. But some believed it was written about the death of Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain. In fact,
you go.
many DJs in Seattle pushed this idea, but in reality, the song had nothing to do with Cobain. But the idea that some people felt the band was profiting off of Cobain's death bugged Patrick for years after Short Bus came out, with the frontman telling Billboard, "I eventually talked to Dave Grohl and Chris Novoselic about it, and I assured them it wasn't about Kurt. I told them I wasn't trying to profit off of anyone's death, and that there was a
Whoops, sorry.
phenomena known as, and people do it, and that I wanted to kind of understand it and raise the intellectual question of, to be or not to be, and that whole thing. When Dave and Chris understood that, and I could look them both in the eye, that's when I felt completely okay about it." So you may be wondering, what's the song about? The song would take its inspiration from a Pennsylvania politician, State
There it
Treasurer
is.
R.
Yep.
Bud Dwyer. Dwyer had been convicted of bribery charges in December of 1986 and was awaiting his sentencing. Dwyer could have faced a maximum prison sentence of 55 years after a court found him guilty of accepting a $300,000 bribe and awarding a $4.6 million state contract to a data processing firm. One day before his sentence was to be handed down, on January 22nd, 1987, he called a press conference where he proclaimed his innocence, and when people thought he would announce his resignation, he unexpectedly pulled out a gun out of a manila envelope and shot and killed himself in front of reporters. No one else would be injured. And while Patrick remembered hearing the news reports about the death when it happened in 1987, it would be during his time with Nine Inch Nails, while on the road as part of Lollapalooza, that it resurfaced for him, with the frontman telling Billboard, on one stop, there was this little booth that was selling books, and they gave me this weird videotape. I still have it. That wasn't Faces of Death, but it had footage from that press conference. In 1995, the LA Times would report that Dwyer's widow, Joanne, was angry about the song and worried about the effect it would have on her children and grandchildren. The family had planned to protest the song with Filter's label, Reprise Records. And while Dwyer isn't named specifically in the song, Patrick and Lee Skang would be forced to issue a statement at the time saying, and I quote, "The song is not a celebration or glorification of taking one's own life. The phrase, 'Hey man, nice shot,' is not a reference to the final act itself, but rather an expression of guts and determination of a person standing up for what they believe is right. We are extremely sensitive and respectful to the family and friends of Mr. Dwyer."
Now, the only way the kids would be
You
harmed
gotta
by
listen
that.
to those lyrics, man. He's
Yeah.
right. That
Yeah.
that was how I took it too, because he keeps saying, "I wish I would have met you. I wish
Yes.
I would have met you."
Right.
That's the
Which
part
is-
people are missing. Hey
Yeah.
man, nice shot. He's right. That is not. He doesn't even sing it that way. You know, the inflection in his voice is not meant for you to say, "Yeah, good job, dude." It's more,
No.
"I'm sorry you did that, but I admire your dedication to
Right.
being an individual," I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I think that's why people, and like I heard too, that it was Cobain. Because I wish I would have met you, you know. Because when it does the "Hey man, nice shot," it's like, that's why I say "Hey man, nice shot," and "Nice shot, man." It's very casual, not like "Hey man."
And when he
nice
sings,
shot."
"I wish I would have met you," then he says, "But now it's a little late," and there's a
Yeah.
sadness in his voice when
Yeah.
he sings that as well. You can
Yeah.
totally pick
Yeah.
that up. That's
Yeah.
one of the greatest sounding, sonically recorded songs ever.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, no, it's a
crank
good
that up
song.
on any system, and it just sounds perfect, man.
Absolutely. It's a good song. It's a good
Sick
yeah,
drum
you know.
beat, sick bass line.
It's all about the rock and roll, man.
It's the most honest music out there.
You know, yeah.
That's why I like it.
Music makes the world go round. So Mike was playing this little ditty riff before the show, and I really liked it. So you should just play that little ditty riff right now, because why not? Play the riff, Mike. No pressure. No pressure, Mike. No pressure, Mike. No pressure. You don't have to do it if you want to. I mean, you can. I mean, it's only 100 plus countries. No pressure. Don't
So-
feel like you're obligated now that I said you play this really cool riff before the show.
I was
pressure.
toying around. I was toying around with the idea of going live like once a week and just sharing my practice session, because nobody ever gets to hear that. So
I think you should do that.
if you want to
just
tune
ran,
in, you
just randomly go live one day and just
yeah.
you know.
If you want to tune in, you tune in. It could be boring. Maybe it's what you're into, but
Well, it's like we
Sometimes
also
I have
talked
a lot
about it
of
before the show. Right. So yesterday I was on Instagram. I wasn't accidentally on Instagram, but I was purposely on Instagram, and I accidentally clicked this button to where I joined some live feed from two musicians from Canada, and they started talking to me, and I'm like, are they talking to me? So I'm looking at my phone, and they're like, oh, he ghosted us. I'm like, oh wait, I didn't ghost you. Oh, you're live. Oh shit. Oh hey, hi. And they're like, oh, there he is. Hi, Chris. And I was like, and then I heard them say they were recording some songs, and they decided to jump off and just go live on Instagram. So I was like, hey, well, come on our show, and I gave them the website. You know, told them a little bit about us on the Instagram live thing. And then when I jumped on the computer this afternoon before the show started, I saw that Mike forwarded me the registration. They've actually registered for the show. So looking forward to having you guys on the show in the future. I just sent you your email, your welcome email, and we would like to have you on the show.
they literally did it right then and there because I got it last night.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was cool. Yeah.
That was
Looking
cool.
forward to talking to you about music. That's
Yeah,
kind
it's
what
one of
we
those
do.
fun little things, you know. Fun little things. You never know what's going to happen. You know, you do something, and all of a sudden, boom, there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Michaels on guitar,
This would be a lesson in E minor.
E minor. It's really cool. I liked it. I liked it totally. I heard it, and then I like, oh, I really do like that. It's kind of a hypnotic vibe. I dig it. I like it.
There you go, buddy.
I like it.
That's the
So-
second time I played that, just for the record.
Okay, so some thoughts. The shadows flew everywhere. I stood and placed, stopped and stared. The world can be a dark place when you're running in the same space. Take the time to realize, take the time to summarize. This is your life, this is your time. Choose your journey, choose your rhyme. Shadows dancing all the time. Shadows dancing all the time, all the time. Close your eyes and realize tomorrow is waiting. It's waiting for you. Don't compromise. Be in the moment, be in the vibe. Just realize, just realize, just realize.
You did that all in that. See how this works?
I was typing on the Google note machine.
Yeah, I was off in my own little world, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
I
it.
call it song.
Hey, that's original. We've never had that before.
But yeah, there you go. That just happened.
That
Bam.
I know.
Oh,
that's what I was
speaking
going to
of
say. That's how those things happen, ladies and gentlemen.
speaking of happening, well, I told you when I chimed on, I was like, that's a really cool riff, man. And speaking of that, just happened. Lemoyne Alexander's coming back on in September.
Sweet. He's been busy. Can't wait to hear about that.
He has been busy. Yeah, for sure. So I was excited about that.
I got to get up there and see one of his shows, man. He's like 2 hours away.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. So upcoming we have Nadia Lorenzo. She's a Beverly Brock product.
I've been
She'll be
following
the
her
young-
on Instagram.
Right. She's going to be the youngest guest we've ever had. She's 16 years old. She actually messaged me, "Hey, your releases say I got to be 18." I was like, "It's cool because your parents don't know what's going on, so it's no
Awesome.
big deal."
Yeah, she's got
Stephanie
quite a
Giggler now.
career already.
Yeah. She's doing something. Dr. Stephanie's coming on the 24th. So Dr. Stephanie kind of falls under the same umbrella as the Impulsive duo, Steph Conger, and Lloyd that we had on the show. All of those folks are kind of in the realm of the lifestyle of adults, adult playgrounds.
Is she actually a doctor, though?
She is a sex therapist, lifestyle advocate, things like that. And the reason why I'm saying lifestyle, because the people we've had on the show, this is an adult show, boys and girls. So things we don't. The only person we've ever said no to being on the show was a convicted felon who was a female that was diddling a boy underage, and we're like, no, not happening.
Yeah, we don't do that shit.
Anybody else, if you are sincere and you have something to share, we'll have you on the show. So
This is
the
our
people I
playground.
mentioned. Yeah. So the people I referenced, Lloyd Ditworth, the Impulsive duo, the Pineapple Professor, Steph Conger. Steph Conger, though not in the lifestyle, she is an adult sex coach, I think, intimacy coach, I think she calls herself, with the toys
Yeah.
and the things, and kind of opening up your horizons.
She
and
teaches you how to talk to your partner in the funnest
Yes.
way possible and
Right.
spice up your sex life.
yes,
Without
like
being
Ricky.
all embarrassed and
Right.
sweating and I really want
Yes.
to do this, but I don't know how to say
Right,
it.
exactly.
She teaches you how to say it.
Yeah, it's like the days of Ricky and Lucy on separate twin beds in the master bedroom. Like, how did they actually conceive a child?
How
we
did
don't
little
know.
Ricky come about?
We don't know. Turkey baster. But anyway, so Dr. Stephanie's gonna be on the show the 24th, which should be really good because Lloyd is hosting what they call a hotel takeover in Texas, where you have a bunch of like-minded adults come to one spot and gather and just have adult fun. It doesn't necessarily mean they're all dropping clothes and diddling one another. Just you're like-minded and you're free and you're
Do you
not.
have Jig lined up at all?
No, I'll get Jig back on though. I saw
He's
his
got a
boxing
fight coming
again.
up on the 29th
Yeah.
of
Okay,
August.
of this month.
No, August.
Okay, good. Then we have George Sisson coming on, Dan Johnson coming on, which is
Looking forward
he's
to
a
both
musician.
of those.
Yep, he's a musician, right? Dan Johnson.
Yep. Badass.
Miles
man.
Landon. He's a music producer
Sweet.
in August. The ARF
forward
band,
to
ARPH, the one
That's
that had
the one we had to
technical-
reschedule.
Technical, right.
Glad we got them back.
This chick called Katrina Scarlett. So I got a random text one day, a whole
Why
bunch
does that
of
name
stuff.
sound familiar?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. It sounds familiar. So somehow, some way, so she's coming on.
Yeah, so for all you people that email us every day that are never
Yeah.
going to stop, you found us just like all these people did.
Yes.
So that's why we don't
Yeah.
respond to those messages. Thank you, though.
Right. Dominic Natty. He's not coming on. Zanny World's coming on the 21st, and you're probably going to have to solo mission that because Nikki and I are supposed to be going up north, and we're leaving that Thursday night.
Why
if
is
it
that
still falls
related
into
to
play.
Dominic Natty though?
Because it comes through Dominic.
Oh, he sent him.
I thought it was Dominic Natty Encore, and he's like, no, dude, you're doing Zany World. I'm like, oh, okay. But I will see if I can get this jig on because I have a couple days left in August still.
Yeah, his fight's on the 29th.
Okay. And in September, we have Garrett Built Encore, Lemoyne's on the 11th, and then Dave Muncie, for those of you that Arizona,
I'm so
Dave
looking
Muncie's coming
forward
on.
to that.
And what's cool is he's not just a meteorologist; he's an author and all that kind of jazz. We also were approached, or I approached Paul Pinzane, the former Pinell County Sheriff
That would be awesome, too.
in Arizona. So he said, yeah, he'd love to come on. He just started his own podcast with he's 2 episodes in, so I sent him the information. Just waiting for him to get back and so I can register him because that'll be a cool conversation.
That will be a fantastic
Yeah,
conversation.
it'd be cool talking to a sheriff who actually was a sheriff
Of
in
that
the trenches.
size, people don't
Right.
realize how big these Maricopa County. I know he just said Pinell, but
Pinell,
that's
he's
also
Pinell,
a big
yeah,
county.
yeah,
Maricopa County, a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know, is actually the largest county in the United States, square mileage wise.
Yeah,
They annexed a whole bunch of land when I was still living there, and it made it so many square miles bigger than Orange County in Los Angeles. So if you're
Right.
the sheriff
No, exactly.
of a county of,
Yeah.
you're dealing with rural areas, you're dealing with
Mm-hmm.
high population centers. That will be an interesting conversation, man.
yeah, because it's from a sheriff standpoint, and sheriffs are different than the city police, like the Queen Creek police. Like where I'm at, because they suck. They're terrible. Now they just came out about 2 years ago because when we first moved out here, we were still under Pinell County Sheriff, even though we were part of the city of Queen Creek. But the Queen Creek Police Department is just their shit. They walked away from a party in which a kid ended up getting beaten to death. You know, I had trespassers on my house and they didn't do shit about it. So I have no,
That's
I won't bite my tongue with the Queen Creek Police. You know who you are.
Well, I always say life is perspective, right? You can only call what happened.
Right.
Everybody else may have a different view of that, and they may have had a different outcome, but you did not. So
No, because you just got to do your job, man. Do your
I do
job.
want you to answer this question, though, because
Okay.
I get asked it all the time, and now that we
Okay.
have the time to do it, Chris Dunham, how do we find our guests? I always say my partner does that. So tell the people how we find our guests, because I get asked that question all the time.
So it's a wide variety of things. Every now and then I will post an ad, like on the 4th of July weekend, I created an ad with my assistant, Dave, AI, that was Mike and I were looking like Uncle Sam. And it said, we want you for the show. So, and then so we have that. I'll post things socially and people will chime in. Our good funny friend, Matt Farrell, chimed in on that one and listed like 10 people.
Yes,
And unfortunately, Matt, if you're watching, all those 10 people I cannot message because all they allow you to do is follow them.
Oh,
So
let
unless
them know, Matt.
right, so unless they actually open their Facebook page up to messages, it's just kind of falling on deaf ears because then it puts ownership on them to reach out. And some people will reach out. Some people are super excited to come on the show. Some people will reach out wanting to come on the show and then they don't. Now people will randomly reach out to us, like William McNamara, the 1990s movie star that we had on about a month ago. Really good guy. Mark and I still talk to him to today. He reached out to us just out of nowhere. I think he sent an email and then
Yeah, the
he
craziest
called-
thing in the world is
Yeah.
a guy that I went to sit in the movie theater to see almost every movie he did is now
Yeah.
on the phone calling us and
Yeah.
texting us. And
Yeah.
that is kind of surreal.
And what was cool and what is cool about Billy is he's a very genuine person. He's not
Just like us.
for somebody who made out with Jodie Foster on the beach, went out with Brooke
Brooke
Shields.
Shields, Erica, Alenia.
Erica, yeah, was dating a Playboy centerfold model for 2.5 years, I believe.
He still has conversations just like we're having right now
Yeah.
outside the podcast because that's pretty much what the conversation is. Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? Just calling to check in, see what's up.
Yeah, like I was telling Mike, he called me a couple of days ago. I was, Nick and I were just hanging out. We got done working out and we're just chilling at home, being vegetables. It was like 7:30 at night and the phone rings. And hey, it's Billy. What's up, Billy? What's up, Chris? Not much, man. I'm like, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. I thought I'd check in. I was like, right on. And then we talked a little bit about his show, The Trouble with Billy, and how he was always stuck in this dramatic role box. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how, after watching these clips in this show, I don't know
It's
how you were ever
hilarious.
stuck in the box of being a dramatic actor, because he is. He's
I'm all
funny.
caught
and-
up. I've watched all 5
Cool.
episodes. I laughed my ass off all the
Yeah.
way through. It's on a network called Red Coral Universe. Red
Yep.
Coral Universe. I
Coral.
didn't say that very clearly. It's free.
Yeah.
Streams fine on the Fire Stick now. That was one of my constructive criticisms. My house is full of Fire Sticks. It didn't work on any of them at
Yeah.
first. Billy passed that along to the developers. It not only streams well now, it's flawless. So
Yeah.
kudos to the people for fixing it.
Well, and hopefully Netflix picks that shit up, because I think
They
that
should. This
needs to
series is hilarious,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, he's
Trouble
just
with
he's
Billy. Go see
yeah,
it.
and he's got he's got some really cool people in there, because he's been around for so long.
See if you can play some of those clips. I don't. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if we'll get in trouble
He,
for that.
he's been around for so long. I mean, like, legit. He's not a punk ass in the Hollywood. He left Hollywood because he had a problem with addiction. But here's the cast, okay? Just the cast alone of The
so
Trouble
good.
with Billy, okay? I'm gonna. You can see this, right?
Yeah.
So Lindsay, Corey Parker, Robert Wagner, old school actor, Tom
Everybody knows
Tom
Robert.
Sizemore.
Yep.
Okay, Tom Sizemore is nothing to shake your head. William Baldwin. Okay, Allison Eastwood. Yes, Allison Eastwood is the daughter of the Clint Eastwood. Costas Mandylor, Angus McFadden, Sally Kirkland, Randall Batinkoff, Paul Benedictor. He's in all kinds of stuff. Paul, you recognize the face.
Oh,
He's
for
one of those
sure.
character actors, right?
One of the best.
Right. Dieter Errol, Michael Cade, Ellie Keats, Gianni Capaldi, okay, Eric Aud, Sarah Hennessy, Claudia Cherise. I mean, look at it. It goes on forever. Like, it's literally just a ton of actors in this thing and people that have credibility. And it's funny. It's just a funny fucking
And
show.
I
So
think
if
we
you
would
have
be remiss if we didn't
Yeah.
say that he made it very clear that this wasn't well funded. So a lot of these
No.
actors either donated their time or
Yeah.
took minimum pay from the union to excuse me, do the show for him. That's how much they believed in it.
Yeah. So here's The Trouble with Billy, the IMDb page. So we're gonna see what happens here. Tapped on
Next
mute.
time one of us talks to
here-
him, he needs
here-
to claim
yeah.
his credit for our
So
show.
my niece threw me out of the house. Right now I live in my car. You want into the winner's circle?
Remember this actor from the 90s? Billy Mack. A real rising star. Worked with everyone. Lived the California dream, you know? Then he disappeared.
Yeah, I got abducted by aliens.
Billy Mack, you're back. I got you a snack.
It's not a main course, but you're gonna make a little moolah.
You see, there's people who are fans of yours. How does one cash in?
Autograph conventions.
Billy.
Boo, you all right?
Unfortunately, Boo has an enlarged heart.
How long does she have?
A couple months. I'm doing heart transplants on dogs, but it's very expensive.
Do it. Book it.
How are you doing? How's your puppy?
I told you, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
You're a prostitute now.
Getting bigger.
The world's not out to get you. I mean, if you think that it is, then it is. Embrace your failures. Let the world know your absolute truth.
It's Brokeback Mountain in outer space.
That sounds amazing. Looks like I'll be playing a gay astronaut.
Tonight is an audition, right? If you can
Brokeback
convince her
Mountain in
to
outer
drop low,
space.
you're in.
Looks like I'll be
What
playing
is
a gay
your-
astronaut.
I'm right here.
Right.
I
gonna
challenge
send him a
Billy
text.
Mack. A fight to the death.
Hi, Billy. What the heck, man? When's the last time you hit the gym?
In 1994, I was getting in shape for a studio movie.
Bump, bump, bump.
We want
I
you to
haven't seen
be
that
the
episode.
first leading man type who is openly in love with a transgender person.
One of the reasons why I like you so much is because I can tell you got the implant in my ass.
Wahlberg suggests
that you...
You need to enroll in an acting school. So your teacher was James Franco.
Billy, I mean, he was on his way to stardom, but now it's difficult for him to even get a job because of his age and his lack of training. So please, let him be a cautionary tale.
His lack of training.
I'm getting kicked out of here. Artie dropped me as a client. It's the end. It's over. Back to living under a rock, I guess.
You got me?
Yeah, some of these episodes I haven't seen yet because they haven't been released.
Right.
Looking forward to them.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked out The Trouble with Billy, by all
so
means,
funny.
go check out The Trouble with Billy.
Whoever told him that he wasn't funny,
Right?
was wrong.
Totally
time.
wrong, man.
You know who he reminds me of, and I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way because I don't mean he looks like him, but his comedic acting reminds me a lot of William H. Macy's comedic acting.
I can see that.
It's just a lot of it's very dry. It's his reaction, and it's done so well.
Well, in comedy, you know, everybody that follows comedy, it's all about timing and shit. And
Absolutely.
he's just his timing is the stuff I've seen. His timing is great, man. He's
It's
he's
perfect.
funny.
Like there's
funny.
a scene where William Baldwin asked him, "Are you going on auditions?" And immediately he's like,
Yeah.
"Currently, no."
Yeah,
Like,
right.
like how do you expect to get a job? You're not even going to. But it's just
Right,
the
and
way
that's-
he says it. He's like,
yeah.
"Currently, no."
Yeah, and that's not something you teach.
No, you have to know how to do that.
You know, it's just
like
it's
music,
natural
the timing
ability.
has to be perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, he's funny. He's a fun guy. He was great. He was great coming on the show. He was definitely great. And then and then Travis Lee Eller, I talked to him a little bit when he got back from shooting his latest little movie he was doing. He actually broke a couple ribs
No shit.
in doing that. Yeah, because I remember I sent him my book, so I poked at him. I'm like, hey, did you read the book? And the first one I sent, he didn't respond to. I was like, oh fuck, that means that it sucks. He doesn't know how to respond. He doesn't want to hurt my feelings. And I'm like, so I poked at him. I poked at him later. I was like, hey, not trying to bug you. And then legit, it wasn't that he didn't read it, because the red eye that he was taking to go to shoot this film, he still had to learn his lines and stuff. So he was just overwhelmed and stressed out. And so he didn't, whoa, hold on. Pause. He didn't have a chance to read it. I was like, dude, it's all good. But then he proceeded to tell me that he broke some ribs, and, it was an ass kicker of a shoot because it's nonstop, go. And since that, his award-winning film Darlin is now out on YouTube. So I'm going to share that because I just pulled up his Facebook page. So this is a little clip of his original show. Award-winning short film. That's the ad. Watch it on YouTube, boys and girls.
Yes.
So let's stop that. Let's go to YouTube. I was thinking it was going to take me to YouTube, and it didn't. So this is Travis. This is his page.
He's an amazing hat maker too.
Totally amazing. And
Coolest hats I've ever seen.
Yeah, and just again, one of those really cool, like just.
He was
super,
so down to earth.
Yeah, super nice guy.
You know
Lonesome
who
Are
else
the
we
Wicked
need
is
to-
what he shot. Yeah,
You know
Lonesome
who
Are the
else
Wicked.
We need to get on for the
Yeah.
Upright episode is
Oh,
Johnson Buck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is the Lonesome is the Wicked he shot, where he broke. I didn't go into how he broke 3 ribs, but these are pics from when he was doing that movie.
And a lot of
I
those
think
are his hats that he makes.
Yeah,
he said.
yeah. Like 3 days, we were shooting this thing. Let's see what this is funny about. Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go.
Take one.
And action. You see, Blaine? Just barely.
You ever make something that you're really proud of? We did. A Western feature film titled Lonesome Are the Wicked. We hope you enjoy these behind-the-scenes moments as much as we did creating them. And we hope you'll see the film when it's finished.
coming in 2027.
Looks really cool.
So as Mike said, he shapes all these hats and makes them look worn and weathered.
Coolest Western
Came up
hats
good.
I've ever seen, man.
Yeah.
That's a bad case of dandruff.
Boy, you can go ahead and shoot him. That's a wrap,
That looks really cool. Their cinematography's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Well, I anything Travis does, I don't think he half-asses it at all. I mean, if you watched his episode, Boys and Girls, he was on a Western. Oh, let's see what this does.
That's awesome.
And he legit called out the director because the stop because the hat didn't, it looked brand spanking new, and for what they were doing it looked stupid. So he's like, let me take this home and weather it. And then so now he's got the side business where he does hats for movies and shit. Really nice guy. So if you haven't looked up Travis Lee Eller or seen any of his stuff, definitely go do that. Good guy. Good guy for sure.
And if you yourself want to be a guest, go to chrisandmikeshow.com and register yourself as a guest.
That's all that you have to do. Just have a cool life resume. So here's another way we've gotten guests. Oh, so we're kind of going back to that. So Beverly Brock, I chased Beverly Brock down for a while because I had saw her on Instagram or something about a talent agency. I was like, oh, So I finally got her on the show, which then opened up all kinds of really cool actors and things like that. Travis came from her. Well, before Beverly, we had this gentleman reach out to me, Bruce from Bella Cheetah Music Entertainment and Marketing Agency. We had somebody on, I forget who the artist was that made him reach out to us, but once he reached out to us, then it was just really a matter of him just feeding us a bunch of different musicians.
Was it Lemoyne? Because we had
I
Lemoyne.
was thinking Lemoyne, but I wasn't. I didn't want to put my foot
Because
in my
I
mouth.
want to give him a shout out too, man. I think
Yeah.
Lemoyne
Oh, yeah.
was one of the first people to really
He
give
was.
us legitimacy. As far as we would have been crazy to not say as we were interviewing him, the dude literally had a platinum and a gold record behind him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to say anything about it. So
No.
that's the kind of individual he was. But come to find out, he was a very prominent person in
Figure.
the rap community in the
Yep.
90s. So
Yep. Oh, big time. With
You're
all
right.
with all the gangster rap stuff going on. Like he had a hand in virtually all of that came out of the West Coast.
and then after
And
that
now
was
he's
Bruce.
Yeah, and now he's out doing his own thing, and it's rock and roll. So Lemoyne Alexander, definitely, we'll get to him. But yeah, so here's the Bella Cheetah, and I've been talking to him again. He's supposed to be getting a couple more people on the show. That's a great tour bus right there.
That's so cool looking.
Dean Cooper in my blood.
I want to know what it cost to paint that thing.
Wrap that, and if it's real, because it could be AI, but you never know. But that's still badass.
Well, and like you said, it's a wrap. It probably
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Chris Stapleton. I'm assuming these are people that he helps market.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons Band. Just give it up, Gene. Come on.
He
now.
has a partner, and I can't remember that guy's name, but the partner does a lot of this side of it, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our
Speaking
favorite,
of
our
yeah, go
favorite
ahead.
Bruce Gambino, obviously because he was the first, is Dave Nudo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Followed closely
Nudo.
by Jensen Buck. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, speaking of Western, Garth Brooks, 4 shows. He released the tickets today for his Indiana show. He had 2 shows set in Indiana Fieldhouse,
Right.
which I think is where the Colts play.
Correct.
They added 2 more shows because they had 400,000 people online in queue.
Jeez.
He's gonna. But I like what he's doing because legit, no tickets more than $154. He's only releasing the tickets when he's 10 days out from that show.
It is a cool idea. I like it too.
You know, I mean, you're not going to prevent scalpers from being scalpers and people being assholes and buying them and then selling them
No,
for
but he's trying to do
$3,000.
his part. You can't.
Yeah. Like
can't-
Metallica stuff. When Metallica did the Sphere, there were tickets I saw online for $35,000. Like, really? Like, you just.
But you
stop
can't
being-
prevent that. I mean,
No, you can't.
if
You
somebody's
can't, but
gonna pay it, that's a capitalistic society. You know?
absolutely,
I don't-
absolutely.
Metallica
and if
did
you're-
what they could to prevent that
Yeah.
from happening as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there should be something more on the lines of like when you buy Celebrity Theater, I think it is, or Dodge Theater, when you buy tickets there, the way they prevent scalping is you have to have your ID with the ticket when you go to the door. So my ticket
Okay.
says Chris Dunham, my ID has to say Chris Dunham.
So that helps.
I think it
for sure.
Yeah, I think it slows down the process. And if you want to transfer it, you can, but you have to do it X amount of days ahead of time. And that person has to bring that transfer email. So it's like if I gave you my ticket, you'd be like, "Here's Chris Dunham's ticket. Here's my ID, and here's the transfer document that says
So
I bought
what
it
they've
from him."
prevented then is they prevented the days of like when you and I went to a concert and there's 100 people standing outside the venue selling tickets, right?
Yeah.
But they haven't prevented me from selling it to you for an
Right.
outrageous markup if you're willing to pay it, right?
Right. Which again, I just, and I get it. I'll be honest with you, I've never done it. Every time if I've ever sold anything that was above and beyond why can't I find him?
I just couldn't
If
in
I-
good conscience do it for a music.
Yeah, I
act.
couldn't either. I
feel like I'm bringing bad karma on myself as a musician.
Well, exactly. So I don't know if Lemoyne runs this page or if this is a fan page, but this kind of, this is Lemoyne.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
I thought so, but so here's.
Because we were one of the first people to sign on to that page when he started it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm at the book club, looking at the stage with my friend here, doing us jam here on the 19th. I'll see you guys on the 19th. Get your tickets while you can. Peace.
Such a cool human being.
Yeah, he's a really good human being. Like, just
all positivity.
Super nice guy. You see that? So this song was originally written for Steven Tyler, but he couldn't do it, so Lemoyne did it.
I just read that.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. Again, so that gives you an idea, boys and girls. Lemoyne is a legit musician. He's not some just look at me type guy. He's somebody that.
And he
So, yeah,
actually
good guy.
posted his full concert at Reggie's on New Year's Eve, which I watched on YouTube, and he's got a
Oh,
killer
cool.
band too. Yeah, they're really good.
Right on.
He
Right
sounds really good live. I give him credit.
And there's a friend. One of his friends is Mike Michaels.
Oh, man, and Chris Dunham.
Yeah,
I see that bald head there.
Yeah.
I got the same hat on I'm wearing in the picture.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. Definitely a good guy.
Yeah, I'll be
So if you
looking
never-
forward to talking to him
yeah.
again too.
Yeah, so go check out Lemoyne Alexander. Really good guy. Plays all his own instruments too. He's that guy.
Which we 100% respect those multi-instrumentalists. It's hard enough for me to play guitar, as you just saw. So,
right. That wasn't hard. You just you know.
There were some bum notes in there, but it was good overall.
Yeah, but again, you know.
It was the only second time I played it.
Shadows flew everywhere. I stood in place, stopped and stared. The world can be a dark place when you're running in the same old space. Take the time to realize, take the time to summarize. This is your life, this is your time. Choose your journey, choose your rhyme. Shadows dancing all the time. Shadows dancing all the time, all the time. Because your eyes realize tomorrow is waiting. It's waiting for you. Don't compromise. Be in the moment, be in the vibe. Just realize.
So the reason I laughed when he got done with that, ladies and gentlemen, is because a lot of times I would play him a piece of music and I'd look at him and say, is that something you think you want to write some lyrics to? And he would smile and start say, he would just like he did there. So just so happens, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I love it
You
that
know.
it happens that way, man. That's
Yeah.
still
Doesn't
so
happen.
cool.
And but seeing that was the music. So that's that thing that people that aren't creative, and there are people out there that aren't, you know, they don't understand how you can write, how you can just grab something from the air. And that would be, I don't know if that'll stay that way. I mean, it may be reworked because once Mike plays that more and more, puts it down and then sends it to me, and here's the verse, here's the chorus, and that kind of thing. Because I forget what I was singing to in my head on it. So I'd have to hear it again and again and again to figure that out. But the foundation is there, the start is there. And then I stopped when he stopped because it just happened to be at the same time. But that's essentially how we pretty much wrote everything. I mean, the stuff that was music that was already there when I joined the band, they'd play it and I'd come up with something. But the other stuff we wrote later on, you know, Intervention Divine and
love that
you know,
song
Stop the
still.
World and all those things, you know, it happened like that. That's as real and raw as you can get when it comes to writing a song.
Intervention Divine was the most fun I ever had controlling the pace of a piece of music. The
Yeah, that was our
dynamics and the
Estranged.
pace. Oh, what was it? 10 minutes long.
Yeah. But
That,
just under
that
11,
was
I
so
think.
much fun, man.
Yeah. And it was a
Because when-
journey. Lyrically, it was a journey. Because and the lyrics
The
of
way
that
you
were
held
pulled from
those, like, display your face.
yeah, thank you. Yeah.
It just,
yeah.
I had goosebumps playing it.
Yeah.
You know, like while we were on stage, I always had goosebumps when that heavy riff kicked in and you started singing. It was just like, oh, yeah.
I know. I wish, see, that's one of those songs I wish we would have laid down, you know.
We can still do that.
Yeah.
We need somebody like Lemoyne who understands dynamics.
Right.
Because that song
But
is
yeah.
that's where Scott and I shined when it came to dynamics, because that thing built up from a quiet, almost whisper, and the people who like slow, broody, melodic, soft music are all happy, and then all of a sudden we wrecked it.
Yeah. That's what I used to call roller coaster ride. I wanted to take the crowd on a roller coaster ride. I want to take them all the way up to the tip of something and just come crashing down.
And that's how you described it to Scott and I when you were reading
Yeah.
those lyrics. You're like,
Yeah.
you know, I want this build up to this massive, you know, kick him in the teeth moment, and then I want it
Yeah.
all to come crashing back down to nothing. So that's exactly what that song ended, exactly backwards from how it started.
Yeah.
So you reach that crescendo, and then it started backing down dynamically all the way through to the end of the song, which probably took, I don't know, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. No, that was a good, I love that song.
I did
That
too,
was-
man.
Yeah.
That was our opus, Mr. Holland's opus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that, yeah. That was a good looking at the, moments when I would look into the crowd during that song, there was, you know, the look on people's faces were just like, fuck me. They, you know.
And the great and powerful Jason Rainey. That was a great fucking song. Don't ever do that again.
Right. He came up to us one show and said, you got time for one more. I looked at Mike, I'm like, Intervention Divine.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then he kept coming back. He came back probably like at the 4-minute mark, the 8-minute mark, and he's just, he's coming to the side stage, and I'm just fucking singing. I'm like not even paying attention to him. And afterwards, Mike's like, yeah, man, he just kept coming up the stage. Yeah.
I just kept shrugging my shoulders. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. We're not done yet.
Oh, good
Don't
times,
hold
good
up a
times.
national act is what he was kind of saying, but
Yeah. But they had to have respect for that. They had to, when we were done with that song, they had to be sitting like, okay,
he did. He's like, that was a great fucking song, man. Don't ever do
Okay.
that again.
okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, a bunch of punk ass kids from Mesa. Here we go.
And we were still smart asses because then we started closing the show with Window of Hell, which had
Yep.
a false stop to it.
Right. I forgot about that.
That might have been your idea as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Those
we'll
false-
pick a shorter song, but it had a false stop at the end.
Yeah. He got used to it though after a while.
He loved us, dude.
After 2 or 3 shows, he knew what we were doing.
I'm
Yeah.
sad that he's no longer walking the planet. It's one
Yeah.
of the greatest rhythm guitar players.
Right?
that
And that would
nobody
he
talks
and,
about.
yeah. Yeah. That would have been cool to have him come on this too, you know.
Yeah, we got to find a way to get a hold of Phil. I think Phil might do it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. We still got to get what's his face on the show. Tony.
The elusive Tony Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to call him up, man.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the first guest ever, and Jake
Yeah.
beat him to the punch.
Right, 217 episodes ago.
Yeah, now I think
You
this
know?
is 218. I think you're right on the money.
It's 218.
I'm
That's
pretty
218.
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Who would have
There
thought?
you go. Yeah, well, crazy man. All right. I think you should leave us with a riff.
A riff?
I think we should close out the show with the riff. With the thing we call song. Because, you know, we'll just call it song.
I will make.
Oh, fucking Billy. Billy, that's so cool. I told him we were pimping him out. He just texted back saying that's so cool.
Tell him to go to IMDb and claim his acting credit.
Go to IMDb and claim your acting. I think we should always leave the show on music. I'm just saying. You know, why not? Hey, so why Mike, plays a little ditty. Sunflowersober.com is a great website. It's a great resource if you're having some struggles internally, mentally. Go there. If you don't have somebody to talk to, you don't have somebody to kind of help adjust your mindset. We always kind of allude to it, to suicide, depression, but I want to kind of shift that because I don't want to keep ending the show on that kind of a downer thing, even though it's more of a, hey, you're loved, you're cared, somebody will miss you when you're gone, but just let's adjust the mindset. Let's adjust your mental health. The world's messed up place enough as it is, so something like sunflowersober.com or the app Zobi Space AI is there to help you kind of get through your struggles. And don't be afraid to talk about your struggles, because that's part of the problem. People feel ashamed when they're struggling mentally and draining and, struggling with, being happy, struggling with finding joy. Nikki told me about somebody that posted something on the Facebook that they've read 14 books about happiness and they're still not happy. Well, obviously change your situation, right? Whatever the situation is that obviously 14 books later, you're still not happy. Change your situation. Step away. You have control of that. Books are not going to change your situation. You are. So if you don't make that choice, you're going to continue reading books and you're continue going nowhere. You continue going in this circle of just nonstop unhappiness. So you have one life to live. You have one soul. You have one chance to live your life every day. We're all going to die. It's inevitable. So instead of living for dying, live for yourself. Make yourself happy. Change whatever's making you unhappy and proceed forward in life. That being said, sunflowersober.com, Zobi Space AI on Google Play and Apple. Check them out. Tomorrow's a better day with you in it. Thank you for your presence today. Thank you for joining us and spending a little over an hour of your time with us, because time is precious. Jam on, Mike Michaels. Jam on.
This is the song that saved my life, buddy.
Okay, there you go. Turn it up, man.
Someday we'll record the whole thing. But yeah, that little
Right on.
ditty saved my life. I used to play that over and over and over again.
Okay. Well, record it, man.
Love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you guys next time on the Chris and Mike Show. Peace.
Peace.